Hey guys, welcome to this TGIF. Thanks God it's Friday / Labor Day 2021 weekend channel update. And right now it's about 7:21 a.m. in the morning on this Friday. Yeah, I'm still a little tired. I still haven't gotten my coffee yet. And my mom just left for work about 30 minutes ago. Yeah. Usually she's been trying to leave by at least 6:35, 6:40, at the latest. But I've noticed that as we get later on in the week, it gets a lot harder for her to get up and want to, move and everything just to, go to work. And it's mostly because, she's getting tired and everything as we speak. I mean, I'll put it this way, for my mom, from what she's told me, it's been one of those weeks, or one of those past, it's been not one of those weeks, but it's been, let me correct myself, hold on for a sec. Okay, what I was trying to say is, according to my mom, these past first 2 weeks back, it's been been one of those first 2 weeks to where it's just been, just strenuous and, hard and everything because long story short, they've had to move a lot of stuff around. They've had a lot of stuff, replaced. They've had to have a lot of stuff moved around, things like that. She said that they recently, like down here, they didn't get this kind of flooring, but they got similar kind of flooring, if you know what I mean. They got like similar kind of flooring, but it's more rectangular or something like that, to the point that they had to, I think, call them back up and say, hey, look, part of it's, coming up already, like at the end, like near one of the windows or something, or close to one of the windows. So she had to call them up. She had to call them up and say, hey, it's kind of like this little thing here, like this rug here, right there, this piece, right there a little bit. It's kind of like this was coming up, like that. Like that was coming up or something similar from what she described. So basically they had to call the people back over, the maintenance or the people that put the flooring in back over to, and she forgot her water. I knew she would forget something. I knew she'd forget something basically. And those are sirens, little police sirens or ambulance or something like that. Mostly ambulance, it sounds like. Been getting a lot of those over the past couple of weeks since school started here in Newman. So I wouldn't be surprised if it has to be school related, if you know what I mean. As I just check to make sure there's nothing off on the recording here. But it seems that she forgot the water, if you will. She usually takes it with her, but she forgot it. And I think the reason she forgot it, like I said, is because she left basically almost 15 minutes later than she normally would. About 10 to 15 minutes later than she normally would lately because, again, as I mentioned, it gets later on in the week. And his thing, I know a lot of us can definitely speak from experience on this. It gets harder to want to get up, get yourself ready, and go to work. Now, speaking of work, yesterday I recently applied. If people are questioning it, I actually applied to Knob Hill here in Newman and Kohl's warehouse in Patterson where my sister and my niece work. And I've applied there before. I just haven't heard nothing back from them in the past. So hopefully that might change now since they do need help. And I mean, one of the things they do ask is, hey, do you have relatives here that are working as well? And I told them, I said, yeah. I gave them the name of my oldest sister and the name of my niece so that they could kind of have the idea of, oh, okay, he does have family. If we bring him in, he has family to work with, or that could, help him out if need be. So we'll see what happens from there. Might get a phone call today, might get a phone call next week, who knows. And the same with Knob Hill. So we'll see what occurs there. But they can't deny me work, no matter, any of the circumstances that I was, let go from my previous job from. So they can't deny me work. So we'll see what happens. The other thing I had to do yesterday was file a new claim on my unemployment. Now, here's the thing. I'm sure it's not going to affect me because some people say that they appreciate if you're more truthful and stuff. So I just told them the real reason why I was let go. And I believe I did that last year as well, and it didn't really affect me that much, if at all. And with a lot of things that I've heard that's been going on at my job, over the past year since I've been gone, even the change in management, I doubt they'll remember. I doubt that they will remember, if you will, what happened. So we'll see what occurs. We'll see what occurs real soon. My mom's going to help me out with the cable a little bit because it's once in a while, that we need to do that because of the fact that, again, right now, even though I do have a little bit of money in there, it's not as much as I would hope. And we'll see what happens on Sunday, whether or not I'll be able to recertify or anything. I do know that tonight, the EDD is going to, from what they said on the website, they're going to do a maintenance situation to see what's going on because, even though I filed a new claim, I'm wondering if maybe that was a mistake on their part, that I had to file it almost, I would say, a week or two before it expired. So I don't know if someone goofed up or what happened, but we'll see what occurs. We'll see what happens, real soon. But the other issue I think that that they're going to be trying to fix is the fact that every time I would try to log in, I would log in successfully, but then it would say, "Hey, page is not found," and it would kick me back to the login page or something. It would be so so weird, if you know what I mean. So we'll see. Hopefully it works and maybe something will come up out of it. We don't know. I'm positive that is. The other thing that I did as well as far as my channel is concerned, and I know it sounded more like a vlog and channel update, but it's a combination of both. It's a vlog / channel update, or channel update of vlog, what we're going to call it. One of the other things I did yesterday, as far as my channel is concerned, it has some connectivity to it, is I opened my first Teespring store. Teespring, of course, is one of those companies, if you will, they're known as Spring.com now, but anyway. Like I said, they're one of those stores, outlets, if you will, that are affiliated with YouTube, Google, if you will. And they, like I said, they are a store, an online merchandise store that allows you to create merchandise to promote your channel or promote whatever podcasting channel or video channel that you have, as far as I know, whichever they're affiliated with. So for me right now it's at 7:30 and it's about 56 degrees outside. Pretty cool. Not too bad. But like I said, for me anyway, I decided that, and this is also why I applied at Knob Hill and Coles, that just in case something comes up, with the unemployment deal, then I'll have something to fall back on, from a financial standpoint. So I opened my first Teespring store, and the first 2 t-shirts I got out there, one is a gray one, gray and black. Mostly I would suggest the gray color. And it's mainly a test pilot one, if you will. It's kind of like a test version of pilot. I guess you could consider it's like the pilot T-shirt. Like, say there's a pilot episode for a series or something like that, where the characters might have a different look, or there might be different designs if the show's animated, stuff like that. Anyway, that's kind of what my T-shirt is, and the T-shirt is basically called Uncensored. It's called Uncut, Uncensored, and On the Fly by B. It says basically the T-shirt says in wording, Uncut, Uncensored, and On the Fly by being yourself, and that's it. That's all it says. And again, I would suggest, if you're looking into that, to go with the gray T-shirt, because you can see the wording. And then I got another T-shirt which gave me a little bit more options, because again, this is new to me, so I'm still learning it. And it's got a picture of me, which is basically one of those pictures, thumbnail pictures from when you do your videos, they get the thumbnail and they put you on there. Well, it's a thumbnail of my recent Topics on My Mind live stream, and on there and underneath it says, "Let's discuss some topics, shall we?" And that's all it says. And it comes in a variety of colors. It comes in white, it comes in red, it comes in magenta, and I think it comes in gray. I gotta check again. But when you choose like the default one, the white T-shirt with my name on it, you're gonna get a lot of choices on shirt sizes. And when you go for red or magenta, you get a variety there too. Maybe not as much. With gray, you only get like 2 choices. The other ones, like I said, you get a little bit more choices. So those are the first 2 T-shirts that I have. And I'm even going to probably put a new one up soon. Someone suggested I use one of the things I say a lot in my videos, which is "if you will" kind of deal. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I've opened up that to help me out as well, to get some kickback from that. The one thing I saw with Teesprings is they show you that when you choose a certain amount, it will show you what you get kicked back with. In other words, what you get back in return, which is why when you look at a lot of these T-shirts and everything, if you will, when you look at a lot of these T-shirts or other merchandises out there, you notice that they're kind of high up in price, and you're wondering why. Mainly that's done for the fact that the person that is putting that merchandise out, to promote their channel, basically, they have to charge that because because the amount they get kicked back from that helps in the end. So yeah, I opened up the new Teespring store. And the other thing that I did, even though I didn't do it on all of them, I still got to figure out how I can completely, use this option. I unchecked. I went to the monetization option on a lot of my videos, the first 2 or 3 pages of my newest videos, including some of the first 2 or 3 pages on my live videos, the live stream videos I did, because of course, when you go to your channel content page, they give you the videos you do on things like, let's say, your camera, whether it's like the videos you do on your camera, what I'm trying to say, as well as like what you do, or like what I've been doing with the updated closer look videos I've been putting out, which is again big shout out to Zara Nizarak for that. Inspiration for me to get me to do something like that. Anyway, when you go to your channel page, like your content page, it shows you, 2 different sections. The first 2 different sections you'll have is video and live, if you will, along with your shorts and your blog, and basically your blog option. So anyway, to get to the point, I went to the first 2 or 3 pages of those. The first 2 or 3 pages. And long story short, I chose to go to the monetization on all first 2-3 pages of the video of the uploaded videos and the live videos that I did, and check off basically uncheck, if you will, I should say check off, uncheck, if you will, the skippable ads option. Because that way, apparently from what I understand, if you go non-skippable, if you keep that checked and everything, you go non-skippable, that helps out more so than anything. So by basically unchecking the skippable ads and just going with non-skippable, apparently, that's been one of the more recommended things that they suggest you do, especially when it comes to advertisers, because advertisers will be willing to pay a little bit more because people will have no choice but to watch their 4 to, I would say, 6 to 15 second ads, if you will. So, fans would have, no choice but to watch them. Like for example, with my recent live stream, it's going to have a lot of that. I would say on average, maybe about 3 minutes worth of ads, in between, integrated in between the video. So, for me, it's something, for me, honestly, it's something I was thinking about, because I'm like, you know what? I was $8 away, and this is the fact, $8 away from doing 100 this month, or last month. But I was thinking to myself, what was holding me back? I put in the videos and everything, but what was holding me back? And then it just started to dawn on me, I wonder, if I took the skippable option off, would, just having non-skippable help out? And apparently, from what I've seen already, it looks like it's doing it, because not only do advertisers, put more ads on there and all that, but from what I also understand, it gets your videos, your channel, a little bit more attention. Now, like I said, I'm still trying to figure out the option to where I can, choose the non-skippable ad, just choose the non-skippable ad on all the videos, kind of uncheck the skippable option, but I have to look into that down the line. I do realize that a lot of the videos that I did, and this is the truth, because I would go to some of the higher numbered viewed videos that I did throughout my 13 years on this channel. And some of them didn't even have the, ads option on there. They didn't. All they had was a lot of the boxes unchecked. So I went and checked, the display options, the overlay options, and the non-skippable, to try to see if I can get something out of that. And, just going back and looking at some of those older videos too that had a lot of views, it's like, holy guacamole, I couldn't believe it. Like the Must Be Love Sonic and Sally fan vid I did originally, the original one, back in, I think it was 2008 that I uploaded. Whoo! Now, I didn't do it initially in 2008, I did it before that, but still, it's like, whoo! That's a lot of views. So, if this works, according to what they said, apparently I'll get more views on that, more attention, and perhaps more revenue comes in. And what I've noticed, speaking of that, is, a lot of the people that I've subscribed to, have been doing that lately. They've been using, obviously, the non-skippable option only for the ads, because apparently it not only gets their channels more attention and more viewership, but it also kicks back a little bit more revenue. And then, of course, they have like the other options out there. Heck, one person I've subscribed to here on YouTube, as well as I'm friends with on Facebook and all that, as I just plop that right here, is Jaime, and he was kind of surprised by the fact that I did that I now have a Teespring store that connects to my channel, and he said he would have to get on to that as well eventually. And I even surprised, I think Sarah Nicerak as well, but I think he has a store himself that connects his stuff together. So It's so he was happy about it, and so was Frank Hill. And maybe they might purchase something from there. Who knows? And again, it's just some kickback that I get, obviously, from that. You know, I mean, when you look at what let's say a $25 T-shirt would kick back, basically, you would say, oh, that's not much. In time, it equals up to that. It equals up to that. I mean, for example, basically, oh, it's better. For example, basically, let's say you have a couple of T-shirts that equal in total $25. Well, not equal in total, but basically are $25 each. And then let's say the kickback on that is rounded out to 5, maybe 4. Let's say you sell 3 of them. You've got 4, you've got 8, and you've got 12. Now that may not seem much or seem like much, but over time, it actually helps out. A little bit helps out here and there. A good example of that is on my Anchor.fm podcast, BW Rose's Discussions. Right now, my current cash out option is at $20. Now, I could cash that out and put that $20 to use. There is no doubt. I could do that. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to go that route. The reason being is because of the fact that if I go that route, I'm going to have to start over again. What I want to do, as slow as it may take, is I want to try to build it up. I want to try to build it up and build it up to the point that it's just enough. I mean, my goal is this. If I can get that Anchor.fm, and I have to actually put some new stuff on there probably today as well, but if I can get that Anchor.fm podcast up and up and up, if you know what I mean, then there's a good chance that if I can get to 50, that'll be enough to cash out towards the end of the year. Whether I'm working or I'm not, it'll still be a good option. And that's the other thing that a lot of people don't understand, why people do monetization on their channels, on their YouTube channels, the podcasts, why they have these Teesprings and all that, even if they're working in real life, if they're at a Kohl's or at a Nob Hill or Walmart or Target, whatever. The reason they do it is because it gives them that little extra security, if you will. It gives them that little extra comfort to know, hey, even though we're getting paid, let's say, $17 an hour, which is a good payment, or good pay rates range, if you know what I mean. And even though we're getting like $17 an hour at $17 an hour at 40 hours or 35 hours, if you will. Basically, long story short, it's still not enough. It's still, not enough, if you will. It's still not enough. But we'll have to see. But again, what I'm trying to say is, sorry, I got a little distracted there. I'm still tired. Hold on for a second. Yeah, sorry, I almost lost my train of thought there because, like I said, it's still early. And I'm tired. But like I said, a lot of us would look at, let's say, the $17 an hour at 40 hours a week and think, oh, that's still not enough, right? Having, this is what I was trying to say. Having the comfort of money coming from your YouTube channel, your podcast station, or the comfort coming from your Teesprings, if you will, or other avenues like that, it's good to have, because you're able to basically, in the long run, have a little bit of money kicked back to you. You have enough money kicked back to you to the point that let's say you have bills and all that, you'll have a little extra cash left over because you have the money coming in thanks to your other avenues of revenue. So that's why a lot of people do these things. But yeah, basically that's what I've been doing with the channel, and hopefully it'll help it out, because like I said, from what I've read, the non-skippable ads, or basically if you choose the non-skippable ad option over the skippable, that's more, more promising, that it's more, willing to pay you out, than anything else, as well as it also gets your channel a little bit more attention, as time goes on. And we'll just see what the future holds with that. I mean, again, I think this is why a lot of folks in the past couple of years have been choosing to go the YouTube route for a living, because now that YouTube, Google, if you will, has opened up that option, from what I've read, of people being able to just go with non-skippable ads instead of having just to choose from skippable and non-skippable, or just skippable because of maybe their tenure, or maybe the position in YouTube, like from channel subscriber wise and all that. Now you can kind of understand why they're going that route, because if they do what I'm trying to say is, now you understand why they're going that route by going with the non-skippable option, because it gives them more viewership and more revenue in return. So I'm really glad that they're doing it. I really am. And again, we'll just see what they what they do with other options in the future down the line, and just go from there. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to come on here again. I know I'm tired. It's early. It's about 7:48 in the morning. Been doing this for about 27 minutes, almost 27 minutes. 10 seconds away from that. But I just wanted to let you know what's going on with the channel, as well as kind of give you a bit of a vlog as to what else has been happening, and also let you know that other things are coming. I am still going to do some AMVs and, actually fan vids, as I would call them, and PMVs in the future. Going to still try to get that up and going. And, I still have other videos and stuff I want to talk about. And now that the non-skippable, and now that I'm learning more about the whole monetization deal, especially with the fact that non-skippable allows you to get more views and more revenue, I'm going to probably go with that. So I do apologize if you have to wait through the 15 seconds of an ad on constant basis, maybe 30 seconds of an ad or 20 seconds of an ad if it's back to back. So I do apologize for that. But hopefully you guys will, check out the channel, as well as check out my Teespring. It should be connected to my channel hopefully by now, or will be. If not, I will provide the link in the description later on for this video. I will upload it now, but like I said, I'll provide it later on in this video. But if you want to look up the Teespring store, just go Teespring, go to Google, it should pop up hopefully, and put in Teespring, then put in BW Roses, Be Yourself. That's all you have to do. Put that in, and I'm sure you'll be able to come up with something. But till next time though, guys, I'm going to drink some coffee here to wake myself up more, and just get myself ready for the rest of the day. My mom's probably about to call in a bit, tell me she got there safe. So again, till next time, guys, God bless, take care, like the video, comment in the live chat during the premiere, as well as in the comment section below, and I will talk to y'all later. There are more videos coming, maybe even a live stream, so get ready for those, and I'm out.